All right, diving right in. Roqad, they're causing quite a stir.
Yeah, they're shaking things up.
Big time, especially in online advertising.
That's their game.
And listen to this. Allied Venture Partners, they're all buzzing about Roqad.
Really? They're usually pretty tight-lipped.
Yeah, well, this is different. They think Roqad ad has a solution to a problem that's giving even giants like Facebook, well,
Cold sweats.
more like billions of dollars worth of cold sweats,
Billions. Wow. Okay, this is serious.
Dead serious. So we need to get into this whole problem thing first.
Absolutely. Ground zero for all of this, it's the crumbling of the old ways of tracking people online.
The old ways.
Yeah, those third-party cookies, the ones that feel like they're stalking your every move online, and Apple's IDFA doing the same thing but for your iPhone apps. Well, they're on the way out.
So those ads for, those shoes I was just looking at.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing we're talking about, targeted advertising. Those cookies and IDFA, they were the engine behind it all. Tracking your every click, building a profile, letting advertisers really target you.
Okay, so creepy but effective.
Pretty much. But here's the thing. It's way bigger than just a few targeted ads, right? We're talking about a massive industry built on all that data. Except people started getting, well, a lot more protective of their privacy.
And rightfully so.
Yeah, totally. Then came the regulations, GDPR in Europe, CCPA in California. They really started squeezing those traditional tracking methods.
And it's not like we're just browsing on one device anymore either, right? I mean, I feel like I'm surgically attached to my phone, but I'm also on my laptop, my tablet. Even my fridge seems to be watching me.
You're not wrong. The average U.S. household has over 10 connected devices now, and we're switching between them constantly. So advertisers are trying to keep up, trying to piece together who's who. That's where cross-device tracking was supposed to come in. They could tell it was you, even across all those devices.
Right, but now cookies are on their way out.
It's a whole new ball game. Big challenge for the ad industry. Statistica, they're the data folks, right? They predict some companies could lose up to 7% of their revenue if they stick with those old ways.
7. That's a lot of money. No wonder Facebook's freaking out.
Yeah, no kidding.
So where does Roqad ad fit into all of this? What's their magic solution that has Allied Venture Partners so excited?
They've basically built a better mousetrap.
A better mousetrap.
Yeah, they figured out how to identify and track consumers across all their devices, but without using cookies or IDFA.
Hold on. How do you even... How is that even possible? I mean, that was the whole point of cookies, right?
They've got this proprietary machine learning algorithm, right? And it's pretty ingenious, honestly. Imagine a detective trying to identify a suspect. Yeah. They don't just rely on one clue, do they?
Fingerprints, footprints.
Exactly. So Roqad Ads algorithm is kind of like that. It gathers all these subtle clues about your online behavior from tons of sources. Things like what kind of device you're using, your browsing patterns, what time of day you're online, all these little things.
Okay.
And it uses those to create a unique, a fingerprint for you, except it's all digital.
So instead of following a single cookie trail, it's more like...
connecting all those tiny, tiny digital breadcrumbs.
That is seriously impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty next level stuff.
But what about the privacy issue? I mean, we were just talking about how people are more and more concerned about that. Doesn't this new method still feel a bit, Big Brother-ish?
That's the thing. See, that's what sets Roqad apart. They built this whole system from the ground up to be, squeaky clean.
Squeaky clean.
Yeah, fully compliant with all those privacy regulations, GDPR, CCPA, the whole 9 yards.
Okay, so they're not just looking for loopholes.
No way. This is about doing things the right way, building something that lasts, not just, chasing quick profits.
Got it. Sustainable, future-proof, all that good stuff.
Exactly.
So they're solving a multi-billion-dollar problem, respecting user privacy while they're at it. No wonder investors are lining up. But let's talk about the mastermind behind all of this.
The mastermind.
Yeah. Allied Venture Partners seem pretty impressed with Roqad ad CEO, Karsten.
Ah, Karsten. Yeah, he's a bit of a rock star in the ad tech world.
Rockstar, huh? Fill me in. What's his story?
Well, before Roqad, he co-founded this little company, you might have heard of it, Madvertise.
Wait, Madvertise, the mobile advertising platform. Weren't they massive?
They were. Karsten took them from, a couple of guys in a basement to over 100 employees, offices all over the globe.
Wow. Okay, so not his first time at the rodeo.
Not even close. He even took Madvertise public, EPA stock exchange.
So the guy clearly knows how to build a successful company, especially in this space.
Oh, absolutely. We're talking decades of experience here. Adtech, martech. Karsten's done it all.
I'm sensing a but coming.
Well, it's not just his experience. He also knows how to build a team. The people he's got at Roqad too. Top notch.
Okay, so we've got the dream team tackling a huge problem with a seriously elegant solution. And on top of all that, allied venture partners seem to think the market for this is about to, like, explode.
I do, yeah. And they've got the data to back it up. You're talking billions of dollars already.
Billions. Okay, so this isn't just some niche tech thing. It's kind of a big deal, right?
This is a fundamental shift, how the whole internet works. It goes way beyond advertising, really. It's about understanding, like, the consumer journey, but in a completely new way.
Okay, so you're saying this could change everything.
Think about it, personalized everything. The products you see, the content you consume,
Right.
all tailored to you.
Okay, whoa. Let's bring this back down to earth for a second.
Right.
How does this actually impact, the average person scrolling through their phone?
It's already happening. Those ads you see, the recommendations you get, algorithms, right, they're getting smarter, figuring out what you want, what you like.
But in a cookieless world, they're going to need new information, right? New ways to track us.
Exactly. Companies like Roqad, they're not just building a new mousetrap, they're building the whole damn house, a more personalized internet.
Okay, when you put it like that, it's a little intense.
It is, and it's not all sunshine and roses either. There's a whole other side to this.
Oh, the dark side of personalized internet. Do tell.
So much to unpack here, but for our listeners, trying to keep up with all this, what's the one big takeaway here?
The internet, it's getting, like, way more personal. Everything you see online, all tailored just for you.
And companies like Roqad, they're leading the charge, figuring out how to track us in this new cookieless world. Exactly. But there's a flip side to all this, a whole other can of worms.
The dark side of personalization. Tell me more.
Well, some folks say, right, this hyper-personalization, it could make things better, more relevant ads, more interesting content, but...
There's always a but.
Right. What if it's used to, like, manipulate you?
Manipulate? Okay, now you've got my attention.
Imagine, right, you go online to buy something, but the price is different depending on, like, how much they think you're willing to pay. Or your news feed, it's only showing you stuff that reinforces what you already believe, even if it's,
Not exactly the full picture.
Exactly. It's like this echo chamber.
Okay, yeah, this is getting a little too Black Mirror for me. This isn't just about targeted ads anymore, is it? This is about, like, shaping our reality.
Right. And it's something we all need to be thinking about. How are these technologies being used? Who has access to this data? It's a big deal.
Huge. And a little bit terrifying, honestly. So what can we do? I mean, it feels like we're along for the ride whether we like it or not.
That's where knowledge comes in, right? The more we understand all this, the better prepared we'll be.
To navigate this crazy new world.
Exactly. And to make sure technology serves us, not the other way around.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, that's it for this deep dive. Thanks for joining us as we explored the wild world of online advertising, cookieless tracking, and the future of, well, pretty much everything. We'll see you next time.